how do you transition from being in front of the camera, someone else's dime, someone else's studio, to like sort of starting your own? Because you mentioned you have a production company like that. Like, was that incredibly like a grassroots kind of like startup thing? Did you take out another loan? Like, that has to cost a lot of money, and now you're doing things like, you know, the actual like the video and the editing and things that you probably weren't doing, you know, for Bon Appetit.
Paying for it all anyway, right? So like, and to your point before, you don't have to do that. What's great is like if you're at home and you know how to edit a little bit and like the technology, you could do everything for very low. Yeah. And it could blow up. And people ask me all the time, I was like, do it on your phone and edit it yourself. Like, don't do what I'm doing because it's crazy. Like,
You're like full on
I got
production.
3 editors and like we're shooting long format and you know it's expensive. But to like answer your question, I just kind of scrolled away with it, and I've always been a big fan of like the run and gun style of production. I think you can get into a lot more cracks, and people open up a bit more. You know, we're still pretty. You know, we show up. We're low impact, but we still got, you know, there's 2 cameras, and it's basically just me, a couple folks, my manager Carolyn, and who's been with me since Con Day, and we're just kind of cranking along. It was scary for sure, man. Like. You start hearing, you know, especially travel, you know, if you just want to make, you know, episodes about making sushi or 12 different types of lobster rolls at your house, like, it's not that bad.
A little easier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But if you got to fly to several different cities and, you know, put your team up.
And plan all the stuff and pay for it all. It's like, I wouldn't, and I have a good fan base, but like, I wouldn't be able to do it without really awesome brands that I worked with, like Yeti or Decked or Traeger and Gosney and Extra Tough. Like I can't say enough, man. They really, long-term ambassadorships working with those guys have really helped me. And that's the fact that they care and believed in me to do these types of videos as opposed to just viral, you know, short format TikTok fodder, which is great. We all consume it and I like some of it, but like I was a kid of TV and I wanted to make that like dirty job, Bourdain, how it's made type of show. And I think we're doing a pretty good job, man. And it made sense to quit a bunch of times, I guess. I don't know what the heck else I do. But like,
yeah, what's that like? Like what are some of the like the things you've ran into, if you have, like, in terms of like when you have found yourself being like, fuck, maybe I should try something else? Like,
well, it's just, I don't know what else I'd try. I mean, I got a pretty unique kind of skill set and you know, and there's a good community. I'd probably get into food or farming or work with some of my buddies or something. Who the hell knows, man? But like, I guess it's just that like every year just kind of figuring out like, all right, we can always do making it. We can always do something. It's just like, are we going to grow in the way of spending more money, or are we going to continue to make the content and just evolve into a more run and gun kind of, you know, at the end of the day, I can make videos with one person. That's, you know, when I first started, it was me and this one kid that was working at Bon Appetit. I think he was doing the damn editing too. Like, you can get some kid from, you know, who's going to Providence or some like college who's a whiz, who's just like, kids these days are so much better than I'm, you know, like it's nothing.
They can edit so fast.
And probably do it with a smile. You know what I mean? Like, so I think there's always a will and a way, and I think I've built enough of a brand of myself to where I could continue to make stuff. We're gonna start. I think they would be cool to do like some types of products or something like that. You know, I'm kind of always slow with that. I don't even have merch yet. You know, or like I don't really sell anything like that yet. But
do you have like storyboards like kind of set in place and like kind of like
Google Docs,
ideas of videos that you want to do
coming up and stuff? To be honest, I got a whole list of ideas. You know what I mean? I'm a big Google Doc Drive guy. And like, you know, I got a whole 50-page local legends and making it. Every time I get an idea, I meet you guys. I mean, right then maybe one day we'll do it. So like when I need something, it's more just coming up with the money, man.
And like putting it together.
We have a good fan base and a good Google AdSense, which is how like YouTube pays people. But it's not, as of now, it's not paying. It wouldn't pay the bills of what we're doing. Like I wouldn't be able to do what we're doing, like I said, without sponsorships of buying into episodes or seasons for that matter. And like Deck, they're a draw system for pickup trucks, you know, big with like construction guys and hunting guys. They're all over the place. But man, they bought in the 2 seasons Local Legends.
That's so dope.
And man, and Yeti bought the first one when I like, just because I've been working with him for a while.
Yeah.
And like,
that's so rad.
I mean, it as skateboarding, man, like that was a big deal.
It's
man.
like sponsorship.
Yeah.
And like in hindsight,
Literally.
in hindsight, they got a good deal.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But like, man, it was such a pivotal make or break kind of deal for me too.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, I'll be grateful for brands like that forever, man. Like,
Yeah, man.
So it's pretty cool.
So when you first started, did you have like a sponsorship out the gate, or did you have to start it all first and then ended up getting a sponsorship?
Yeah, so I was doing it anyway, and then I was shopping it around the brands that I've been working with.
So you already went and started shooting stuff.
Yeah, and we shot a couple, and it was just kind of putting this team together, and I'm just funding it all out of my pocket, just throwing up.
Whatever money you saved from
Right, and
the
like I got a
past job.
house and kids,
you got kids,
and stuff, and like
Yeah.
so I got some overhead already.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's another thing where it's like that's what I'm talking about. It's about sort of like just taking the jump. You don't know what's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
You've got to pay for your kids. You got to pay for the house. You got to take care of everything. Yet you're throwing money at this thing you've never done before, just with the faith that you're not going to die.
Well, I got to do something, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is what we're doing,
Yeah,
And it worked out, man. So like then the sponsors for the first season were huge, and then it allowed me to grow and get some really cool pay some people to be on with me that were friends of mine. But I get it, man. Like just to travel out alone and hotels and dinner and it all adds up.
Well, especially out here too. Woo.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
hotels
yeah.
out here are insane.
Crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Don't even get me started with that and their resort fees.
I know. It's so wild.
It's out of control. But yeah, man, it's been an awesome ride, and like it's scary. It's still scary now. I've always had that feeling where I was just like, man, this can all just kind of go away next year. You know what I mean? Like be selling fucking sheetrock at Home Depot or something. I don't know.
But it's so wild that people can do that nowadays.
It's amazing.
It's just create your own thing and
It's amazing.
make your own like movies and stuff for people to watch.
And if it's good and it works, and listen, great things die all the time, and never blow up, and the guy or the woman or the person never becomes this person, and they're making way better shit. But in just like podcasts or anything, I got in a little early, right? And like now, and it's a double-edged sword, right? But like now, I couldn't imagine. You'd have to really stand out to blow up now, because there's so much good shit, and there's so many people trying to do it. It's like the number one desired job in youth to like be a YouTube creator or something, which is bonkers. And like,
and the barrier for entry is nothing.
It's nothing.
It's having a laptop.
It does if it works, and that's what like all these people are losing their minds about. And like there's all these old rules and format. No one gives a shit if you make a video about fucking writing your name, people's poems on the leaves of these things. If it does well on the internet, who gives a shit?
It does well.
Yeah.
And then everybody wants to throw money at it, and everybody wants to be a part of it and sponsor it. And do it.
The money is just sharks, man.
Yeah.
And whoever's got the most blood in the water, they're coming. They want it.